Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our first innovator this morning, the co-founder and CEO of SavvyMob, Bikram Sohal. Bikram. Do it.
Check, check, working. Good morning, everyone. Morning, judges. Morning, dragons. All right, I'm Bikram Sohal, the CEO of SavvyMob. I'll just time out, the presentation is not on. All right, CEO of SavvyMob and the co-founder. I'm going to give you a brief overview of what we're doing and what our vision is going forward. Along with me is my co-founder, Gapan Annamalai. We have about 30 years of experience in the internet and technology space, working with brands like AOL, CNN. I was last with CNN Travel in Hong Kong, expanding the CNN digital product globally. And that's where we came up with the idea of doing SavvyMob, going into the mobile space and into the travel space. We're a small company based in Bangalore, 10 people, funded by, raised a seed round led by Mohandas Pai end of last year. So what are we trying to do? What we've noticed is there's a lot of unsold inventory with the hoteliers in India. And that inventory is is rooms, it's F&B, it's spa, ancillary services, there's meeting rooms. So what we've come up with is a platform where we aggregate all that unsold inventory. And on the demand side, we found the target customers which for us are the millennial travelers. They are in two segments. One is in the B2B, which is the SME segment. I'll talk about them later. And also the independent traveler in the B2C segment. So we've built an on-demand mobile marketplace offering unsold hotel inventory to the corporate and last-minute millennial travelers. So what's the market size in India? There's a lot of data points out there, and based on our calculations, about 40% of the inventory in India is unsold on the rooms, and also I think it's more on the MICE and F&B market. That totals around 6 billion for this year, growing exponentially over the next 2 or 3 years. And also on the millennial side, on the smartphone side, everybody knows we have about 200 million smartphone users and growing. And the segment, on the SME segment, which is another target segment for us, is there are about 48 million SMEs in India. Most of them are unorganized, but there is about 500,000 of those SMEs which are on e-commerce channels that we want to target. So what's the solution? So we are targeting the traveler through their whole travel life cycle. We start with pre-travel, which is hotel booking. So we launched our hotel booking product last year. It's, again, last-minute unsold inventory. Then we are working on targeting the traveler during their travels. So we are working on the F&B product line right now. It's in beta phase. We'll then also move into the guest services, starting with meeting rooms. Again, a demand coming both from the hoteliers and also from our SME travelers. And finally, down the road, that's a bit in the future, we'll look into the MICE segment. And everything is over a platform of analytics. So what's our traction in the last 10 months? We've signed up over 5,000 hotels, and this is mostly through direct sales with them. By next month, we're hoping to go live today, but by next month, we'll be live in over 100 cities. In India, and also our first international expansion into Sri Lanka. And we have a number of paying customers, good traction, good repeat customers. Let me tell you more about the product through our customer story. So we have a customer, Stanley Boutique. I think a lot of you know Stanley Sofas. So they became they used our mobile app for their travels, for their company travel. They liked the product. Of course, we saved them money, and that's one big factor in India. But then we sold our SavvyMob for business product to them, targeted towards the SMEs, which is a sort of a cross-platform between online and mobile. They signed up, use our product for all their travels, the company travels. They like our pricing. The other thing is we save them a lot of time in productivity and efficiency. The staff saves time, which is also money. They like our product. It's a kick-ass UX, UI, great interface, and they've also started using us for their personal travel. So at the end of the day, we have a very happy customer who just got a huge swordfish out in the international markets. So we're also helping them with different kinds of travels. Our competition, well, I put them in two categories. We have the old guys, the Make My Trips, the Go Ibibos, great companies, but they are Web 1.0 companies. I've worked with a few of them and I know their pains. So the value is not coming through those guys now. It's all discount, discount, discount. And then there are the new guys, there's rooms tonight, night stay, who are focused just on the last-minute hotel market. So how are we different from them? The first thing is our product strategy. We are building a great product. We want to build value into our product, not just, again, pricing, like I said. It's a multi-platform product, both mobile and online, and catering to the two segments of customers. It's multi-category. It's rooms. We started with rooms. We're building that out. Then we're going into other categories in the hospitality space. There's a lot of inventory to take. We're going to aggregate all that inventory, put it on our platform so that we target all the travelers during their whole life cycle. So what are our next steps? We want to increase our footprint globally. Like I said, we're just expanding into Sri Lanka. We want to introduce new products and technologies. We're working on them. Some are live, some are coming out soon. And we want to increase our distribution base and build partnerships. So anyone out here who wants to work with us, please come to our booth. We are right next door. And we're also looking to raise money for our next round. Thank you, everyone.
Nice job, Bikram. All right, that was the easy part, Bikram. Now you're stepping to the Dragon's Den. Dragons, what do you think? You think SavvyMob is savvy? Who wants to start?
I can go. Am I on? Audible?
Yes, go.
Well done. Nice presentation. Good meeting you. Big question for you in my mind is, what's the competitive moat? A lot of people going after this opportunity. I like the differentiation, but how do you not allow competition to just make this a race to the bottom for price?
It is already a race for the price. If you see, like I mentioned here, between the Ibibos and the Make My Trips, they're just flooding the market with discounts. So that's where we, as a startup, need to be nimble and innovative, come up with new strategies, new products, create more value.
How?
I think,
what technology will help you do that?
Well, the key part here is we're building that back-end product, that architecture, which can take every inventory item in the hotel and make it a SKU so that we can push it out. And we're aggregating the unsold part.
You have that?
We are working on it. Phase 1 done, phase 2 in place.
I have a question on the pitch. Are you a product for millennials, B2C for last-minute hotel inventory, or are you a solution for the trip experience for S&B? Those are two very different products.
They are two different products. We're seeing an overlap happening in that. When we launched, and our focus was B2C, and we've got data points, and like I think I've mentioned, our B2C customers, a lot of them are the B2Bs, are the small businesses. So they're coming back to us also on the B2B platform. We started B2C. We're seeing, do we pivot for completely to B2B? So we're working on that product. But both are using it. I mean, a good example is Uber. Uber is there for personal use. Uber is there for business use.
So I think as a startup, maybe focusing on one of those is a good angle. And then on the B2C last-minute side, how are the hotel brands responding to their brand being exposed to last-minute discounted prices?
The big international brands have some concerns. They have the rate parity issues. We also have a solution for them. We had a big meeting with Starwood a couple of days back. We're working on some strategies with them on how to safeguard their brand so that they don't, we meet the rate parity. And they have these BRGs, so we don't disclose a lot of things on our platform with them.
Great presentation. Question, how's payment being handled in this? I understand
it's through the app. It's through the app. It's all on.
Okay.
We've integrated with
any
payment.
challenges there with the Indian market?
There are two challenges. One is our infrastructure in India. A lot of the payments drop. It's nothing to do with us. Our gateways are not that strong. I think Mohit can add to that. And on the B2B side, there is some companies want credits.
Right.
So we are working how to work around that.
Okay.
No major challenge. Technology is there.
Yep. And, and just from a product differentiation perspective, I mean, you mentioned other, other areas that you're going to get into, guest services, meals, and things like that. I mean, how quickly is that coming about? I mean, because, there's a lot of commonality with a lot of other products in the marketplace. That seems like a unique differentiation.
They are they're competitors in each segment. There is not one player that's building that whole segment with a focus on the hotels. We don't want to go out anywhere. There's enough pain point here, and there's enough customer demand here.
Okay, thanks.
Nicely done, Bikram. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everyone.
Excellent.
I have 3 seconds. Please come to our booth, sign up. We've got a lot of goodies. Come on over.
Shameless plug. All right,
Absolutely.
Good job, my friend.